All right, let's get right into it. When you think about selling your home, your mind probably jumps to things like a fresh coat of paint, maybe some landscaping. But here's a little secret. The most powerful tool you have for selling your home is actually getting rid of your stuff. Today, we're going to break down how decluttering is so much more than just cleaning up. It's a full-on financial strategy that can help you sell your home way faster and for a lot more money.
And this right here, this is the whole idea in a nutshell. You got to remember, buyers aren't walking around with a calculator just tallying up square feet. No, they're trying to feel out the space. They're imagining their life there. Can they breathe? Can they grow? You're not just selling a house, you're selling them a feeling of possibility.
So let's really dig into the why behind all this, because it's super important to reframe how you think about it. This is not some awful weekend chore you have to get through, not at all. Think of this as a direct investment. Every box you pack, every closet you clear out, it's an investment in your home's final sale price. Look, there are two ways to go about this. Over here, you've got tidying up. You know what this is. It's stuffing things in closets, shoving junk under the bed right before a showing. It's temporary, it's a Band-Aid. But then you've got strategic decluttering. This is a whole different ballgame. This is about intentionally creating space. It's a financial move designed to show off your home's true value. And trust me, it's a game changer.
And here's the bottom line, plain and simple. That feeling of space, it has a real, tangible return. When a buyer walks in and your home feels bigger and brighter, that doesn't just get you a nice compliment. It gets you better offers from more serious buyers. This is where all that effort literally pays off.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do I actually do this? Well, we're about to open up the Pro Playbook. It's just 4 simple, totally doable steps that will completely transform your space from, lived in to staged and sold. And here it is, our roadmap to success. First, we pack early. Then, we master the closets. After that, we edit your furniture. And finally, we clear the surfaces. It's a simple plan, but oh man, it has a massive impact. Let's jump into play number 1.
This one sounds so obvious, right? But almost nobody does it aggressively enough. I'm not just talking about a box or two. I mean, really go for it. Pack up all your non-essentials. Your winter coats in the summer, those holiday decorations, half the gadgets in your kitchen, most of your books. You're not just getting a head start on moving, you're creating a blank canvas for a buyer's imagination.
Still not sure? Let me tell you a quick story. There was this homeowner in Franklin who decided to go all in on this. They packed up 60% of their belongings. Can you imagine? 60%. Before their home was even on the market. Just think about how much space that opened up.
So what happened? The result was incredible. Their house sold in just 3 days for above the asking price. See, that's not just luck. That is a direct result of showing buyers the home's potential, not just the owner's personal stuff.
Now let's talk about a spot that's so easy to overlook, but that every single buyer checks: the closets. Oh yeah, you better believe they are going to open your closets. And what they're looking for is a sign. Is there enough storage here for my life? If your closet is crammed to the gills, the message they get is loud and clear: this house is too small for us.
So here's the pro rule of thumb. You want your closets to be only about 1/3 full. Yeah, you heard me right, just a third. This creates this incredible, almost luxurious feeling of abundant space. Get some matching hangers, fold things neatly. You're selling the idea of an organized, spacious, stress-free life. And this is the kind of reaction you're going for. One home stager did this to a master closet, just a few nice outfits, some baskets, and a buyer commented that it felt like a boutique. Now that is a powerful impression. It screams high-end, desirable, and I want to live here.
All right, this next tip might feel a little weird at first, maybe even wrong, but you've got to trust me on this one. The goal is to remove at least one piece of furniture from every single room. We all love our furniture, I get it, but a lot of the time it's actually making our rooms feel way smaller than they really are.
Here's a perfect example from a staging in Norfolk. They had this massive, bulky sectional sofa that was just eating up the entire living room. So they swapped it out for a sleeker love seat and a couple of chairs. The change was instant. The room suddenly felt twice as large. It created flow and let buyers actually see the space, not just a giant couch.
And for our final play, it's the simplest one, but it might just be the most important. Clear your surfaces. I'm talking kitchen counters, bathroom vanities, coffee tables, nightstands, all of it. Every little trinket, every stack of mail is a distraction. It pulls a buyer's eye away from what you actually want them to see, like your beautiful countertops or the great natural light.
I absolutely love this metaphor. Just think about it for a second. Clutter is visual noise. It's loud, it's distracting, and it keeps a buyer from hearing the quiet, compelling story your home is trying to tell. You want them to focus on the melody of the space, not the static of all your stuff.
Okay, now we have to connect all of this to how people actually buy homes today. Because in our world, that critical first showing almost never happens in person anymore. It happens online.
So let me just ask you this. What is your home's real first showing? Is it the open house on Sunday? Is it a private tour with an agent?
Nope, it's the photos in the online listing. That's it. That is your first showing. And if those photos show cluttered rooms and jam-packed closets, guess what? Buyers won't even bother to book a tour. They'll just keep scrolling. All that hard work will be for nothing if your digital curb appeal isn't on point.
So let's tie this all together, shall we? This whole process, decluttering, it is so much more than just cleaning. It is a deliberate, calculated strategy. You're trying to sell an idea, a lifestyle, a future. You're not just selling a property, you're selling what that property can become for its next owner.
So, here are the key things to remember. First, what are you selling? Breathing room. Your goal is to create a clean slate, a blank canvas for buyers to paint their own dreams on. It is all about showing off your home's best features, not your personal stuff. And never forget, every hour you spend doing this is a direct investment in your home's final value.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Every single home has a story just waiting to be told, a story about the amazing life someone could live there. So the real question is, what story could your home tell if you just took a little time to clear away the noise?